Dave, China it's kind of having some strange outlay patterns on the world stage. There's a couple of data points that I want to drop down, a couple of pins, and if you could sort of navigate around those, if you don't mind. So, number one, they've been strangely absent from the entire Iranian affair.
Yes, they have, and I think it's very simple from their perspective. They have quite a bit of at stake in terms of the oil they get from Iran. Data point one,
Right.
and they're not sure exactly how to respond to the U.S. versus Iran, but they know they don't want to do anything that will stop the flow of that oil. They know that.
Yeah, so there's, I believe it's like Iran produces 3 million barrels a day. Much of that goes to the Asian market, whereas, and that's an exposure for China, whereas the US doesn't really rely on Iran for its oil capacity or oil production. So one could argue, if one were conspiratorially minded, that a good way to slow down the Chinese engine of industry is to hit out at its energy suppliers. Uh, and so, yeah, it kind of puts them in a tricky position, right? They can't really side with the US against shutting down what is essentially a rogue state with the potential for nuclear weapons. But at the same time, they don't want to annoy Iran too much, right?
That's right. I mean, so because Iran, quite frankly, is the portal for China into the Middle East, and they've milked that pretty well. I mean, the fact that they brokered the peace agreement, that may be too strong a term, they brokered the renewal of diplomatic relations between Saudi Arabia and Iran. That was a big door opener for them. And now they're conflicted because they can't support Iran too heavily here, because if they do that, the United States will simply cut that oil off.
Yeah.
And so they're walking a fine line here with Iran. But what do you expect? It's the Middle East, right?